Hello and welcome to PlayStation Grenade. Slowly, video game releases are popping up again after a few barren months. April sees the first month of 2021 with something for everyone, from RPGs to sports sims to soccer mums in space, and a bunch of free games too. Here's 8 games worth your time throughout April 2021. On April Fool's Day, a new looter shooter is here to grab your attention, Outriders. Outriders follows in the steps of Destiny and The Division and smashes both ways of playing together. On the surface, we use cover and press forward through countless enemies to obtain the sweet nectar of loot, guns and gear. Scratch beneath the surface to unveil a class-based shooter with some mighty impressive superpowers. I made a video about Outriders last month. If you need more info and details about the free portion of the game, I'll link it now. But without a doubt, the ability to slow down time and watch enemies explode into pieces never gets old. That's the Trickster, by the way. There's also a Pyromancer for char-grilling foes and a tank class for up close and personal action. If you're looking for a grindy game to replace Destiny or The Division, then Outriders could be your new jam. And the best thing about it is there is a free demo to try before you buy. Outriders hits on April 1st on PS4, PS5, Xbox and PC. Oh, and Stadia as well, and all of which support cross-platform play. Back in the 1990s, a 2D platformer series became a must-play game, and now 23 years later, the remakes have landed. This is Oddworld Soulstorm. A quick thing to note for you PS Plus subscribers is that Soulstorm will be a free game on the day and date it releases, which is Tuesday, April 6th. If you played the original game or the first remake, you'll know exactly what to expect here, but if you're new, let me break it down a little. Oddworld is a side-scrolling puzzle platformer. The developers describe the game as 2.9D, as although our paths are predetermined and pretty much a straight line, there are ways to break that restriction and move slightly away from the beaten path. We play as Abe, an unlikely hero leading a slave uprising, and that's the key component. Abe attempts to free his people by leading them through stages, but they can perish, and the game goes on. A single wrong step and poor Timmy is no more. With well over 1,000 Mudokons to save, will you get them out unscathed? Oddworld Soulstorm is released on PS4, PS5 and PC on April 6th. And remember, PS Plus subscribers can claim this game for free on PS5 on release day. Let's stick with the PS5 for Returnal, a third-person shooter with heavy psychological horror elements. Yay, a scary game. You've likely seen the protagonist, which many people describe as a soccer mom. This is Celine, a space traveller who crash lands on a hostile alien planet. Combat is quick with a focus on dashing and movement to create space, and a variety of weapons to switch up gameplay. But here is the hook. Returnal is a roguelike outing. Each death we suffer causes the cycle to restart. We relive the crash landing which brought Selena here and retrace our steps. But with each crash, the world changes. New pathways open up and others close, and all the enemy encounters adapt and change. The narrative lets us piece together the memories of Celine through horror scenarios, so expect a jump scare or two. Returnal is a PS5 exclusive, dropping on April 30th. I know that many people don't have access to a PS5, so I wanted to make sure you knew that on April 19th, all PlayStation owners can download Horizon Zero Dawn completely for free. No strings attached at all. No need for PS Plus either. If you have a PS4 or a PS5, it's completely free to download and keep forever. This includes the award-winning DLC, which most of us haven't played. So even if you do own Horizon Zero Dawn, be sure to add the complete edition to your library on April 19th. I'm told the Fireclaw fight is amazing and we need to try it. So we may as well do that for free. Okay, a sports game. I'm never sure whether to include sports games in these lists, as either they repulse you greatly or you buy the sports title of your choice every year without hesitation. This is MLB The Show 21, and the reason I bring this up is due to this being the first time this Sony title has appeared on Xbox. It's surreal. You'll see an Xbox logo and a PlayStation ident on the same game. Mind blown. MLB The Show is the baseball version of other annual sports titles like 2K or FIFA, an ever-upgrading concept that becomes closer to real life each season. There's over 100 ways to swing your bat this year. The detail is plentiful if you have the eye to see it. MLB The Show 21 arrives on April 20th on both PlayStation and Xbox consoles. A Quick passing note about a free game which has gone under the radar recently. Rogue Company, a third-person team-based shooter from the people who made Paladins and Smite. As I'm saying this, tomorrow, March 30th, the PS5 update goes live and gives the game 4K visuals and 120 frames per second of awesomeness. So it could be time to revisit the game if you've left it dormant. The game modes are as you expect, team deathmatch and bomb planting and defending, but the kicker is each hero has a different set of abilities and weapons. Play well and you'll be rewarded with cash, which is then spent before the next round begins. Rogue Company is available right now on everything from PS4 to Xbox to PC to Switch, and I think it's coming to Samsung smart fridges too. Okay, that last one was a lie. Any Star Wars fans in the house? Out of nowhere, a new Star Wars game drops on PS4 and Switch on April 6th, Star Wars Republic Commando. I played this game in 2005 on PC, and now 16 years later, it's re-releasing. By the visuals, you can tell this is an old game, but if you are into the Rainbow Six series, this should have your attention. A Star Wars-focused tactical team shooter. It was surprisingly good back then. I wonder how it plays in 2021. Hey you! Do you like rhythm games featuring children? Well, you should see a psychiatrist. Or alternatively, play Love Live School Idol Festival After School Activity. That is a mouthful of a title. And if you're in Japan or North America, it's totally free. Those of us in Europe are left out in the cold on this one. Love Live blasts out J-pop into your ear holes and asks you to press buttons to the beats as the characters dance on stage. The difficulty increases as you improve. Note that this may look like a free game from the outside, but it's the addiction of playing which eventually forces players to buy more songs. And before you know it, you own 69 J-pop songs and you're 28 and you live all alone. It's a slippery slope. If I haven't put you off enough, you'll be happy to know that Love Live is available right now to download for free on PS4. So there we have it, 8 games you can grab over April 2021. Slowly, the video game ecosystem is coming back. More games are releasing each month. And remember, there are 10 free games you can download and play right now on PlayStation, which include Ratchet & Clank until March 31st, and there's 9 indie titles including Subnautica and Astrobot, although I personally highly recommend trying Enter the Gungeon. It doesn't look like much, but believe me, it's worth your time. Anything take your fancy this time around? I'm gonna try Returnal and Soulstorm for me, thank you muchly. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade. If you're still here, take this dad joke. What do you call a Terminator in retirement? The Exterminator. Thank you. Yeah, I'd click off too. It's been a pleasure. I'm Adam. Bye bye.